guys, welcome back to my channel. So before you guys do anything, before I do my intro, before anything happens right now, I want you guys to go down below in my comments and comment to me which side you think is high-end and which side you think is a drugstore. Don't cheat, don't go to the end of the video to find out, but I want you guys to comment down below. Do it right now while we're here, while I'm talking to you guys. So obviously in this video we are doing a high-end versus a drugstore makeup tutorial. So I picked out some high-end makeup and I also picked out some drugstore makeup. Now I'm not saying these are dupes by any means, they are not dupes, but I picked out what I thought was comparable to each other. Like the palettes that I'm going to be using, you guys are gonna see they do have similar shades in them, and I wanted to put it to the test and see if you guys would be able to figure out which one is high-end and which one is drugstore. Please don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you guys want to see which side is high-end and which side is drugstore, just keep watching. So guys, I'm going to start first with my brows, and I'm taking my Anastasia Dip Brow in chocolate for this side, and then I'm gonna go in with this NYX Eyebrow Gel on this side here. I forgot I had this. I know you guys are super surprised because I don't ever use anything drugstore on my brows. I'm not even being bougie or anything. I just can't find anything that works for me. So I'm excited to try this because you never know, I may really like this. What's so crazy to me is that this is the drugstore brow and I like the drugstore brow a lot better. What's even funnier is that I use this almost every day. I mix it with my Benefit Brow Gel and I like this brow better. So I do like the drugstore brow so much better than this one. Now I'm just gonna go into the concealer because I want to conceal my lids, and I don't have any eyelid primer from the drugstore. I am gonna be using this Milani Retouch and Erase concealer, and I'm just gonna use this on my lid and prime for the shadows. And then with this eye, I'm going to be taking the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. So the two palettes I chose today is going to be the Modern Renaissance palette, and then I'm going in with the BH Cosmetics Carli Bybel palette. So like I said before, these are not necessarily dupes, but they do have a little bit of these similar shadows in here. And I think I'm going to go in with the Carli one first. I have to remember which side is drugstore and which side is high-end because I keep forgetting. But I'm going to take this shade right here and put that in my crease. Now for the high-end side, I am going to take this shade here, Burnt Orange, and put that in my crease as well. And you guys will notice I am using different brushes. So this is the one that I use for the drugstore side, and now I'm going to go in with the clean Wet n Wild brush for the high-end side. So right away I noticed that the high-end side is a little bit more deeper. The pigmentation shows up a little more than this side, so maybe I should just go in with this brush and just kind of blend it out a little bit more, and just dip it in just a little bit more into the BH Cosmetics one, just to get that same pigmentation. But I'm definitely not getting as much pigmentation as the Anastasia Renaissance one. Just switching back brushes, and now I'm just going to go back in with the Anastasia one and just blend it out a little bit. No, I wasn't supposed to do that. I'm just going to go in with this shade here, and I'm just going to put that in the crease as well. It looks slightly similar to the Red Ochre from the Anastasia palette, so that's why I want to use that one. And I'm just going to take this Morphe E28 brush, and I'm just going to put that right into my crease. Now I'm just going to take Red Ochre from the Anastasia palette, and I am taking my Sigma Tapered E40 brush, and I'm just going to put that in the crease on the high-end side. So now I'm just going to take Cypress Umber and I'm just going to put that, oh, using the wrong brush. I'm just going to put that in the crease as well. And going in with this shade here from the BH Cosmetics palette, I'm just going to put that in this side in the crease. The BH Cosmetics one, you could definitely tell the difference because the Anastasia one is like more pigmented. So it definitely is more pigmented than the BH one. So I'm just gonna go in and just blend that in really quickly. It's so hard for me because I'm switching brushes, which I never normally do, is switch brushes. So I have to remember not to mix up the brushes. I definitely feel like this is really more pigmented than this one. So I'm gonna take this shade right here. I think it's meant to be a highlight, but that's okay. I'm just gonna take it and put that all over my lid because I'm gonna go in with Primavera from the palette, and those are the two shades that I feel like are really similar. Just going in with Primavera from the palette, and I'm going in again with a clean brush, and I'm just gonna put that on this side. So to be honest, I feel like both sides are really good. This gave so much pigmentation. This palette is really nice. I really like this Carli Bybel palette. So obviously I've used my Anastasia one like 1,000 times. I'm like hitting pan in so many shadows. So I do know how this one performs, but I haven't really dug into the Carli palette. And I feel like it's doing a really awesome job as well. So, ooh, see, I did it again. So I'm gonna go back and put a little bit more on this eye here. I know you guys are gonna say, girl, you bugging, but I like this side better. I don't know what it is, like what is going on? I'm so confused. So I definitely like this side better. This is my Anastasia palette. Like what? I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging out. I don't know what it is. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna go in with my liquid liner, and I just put tape on my eyes, and the only reason why is because on camera I could really do the liquid liner so much easier than off camera. It just takes me so long to do it, and I don't want my battery to die or anything. I know it's being lazy in a way, but it's just really quicker. So I'm gonna be using this e.l.f. liquid liner, and I'm just gonna put that right here. No, right here. I'm just gonna put that on this side here, and then for the high-end side, I am going to go in with this Too Faced, and this is their sketch marker, and this one is in black. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna go in with this first, and then we'll switch over to the high-end side. Okay, so what I will say is this e.l.f. liner, look at how it like ran, like, and I had tape there. That is so crazy. So I'm just gonna have to clean that up. The only thing I feel like is the e.l.f. one was a lot blacker than the Tarte one, but the Tarte one is so much better. Like, to me, it really is. I know my wings don't match. We're just gonna keep rolling with this video because I don't really have time for that right now. So let's go into the primer. I'm going to be using the number 7 airbrush away for the drugstore side, and then I'm using this Too Faced Hangover RX for the high-end side. Use the number 7 one, and I really do like it. You can find this in like Target. I think that's where they sell it, is in Target, and I really like it. And the reason why I pulled this one out, just because I thought in comparison to the Too Faced one, I feel like it's hydrating as well, because this one is really hydrating. So now just going in with the Too Faced one on this side of my face. I will say that this one, I really like the smell of it because it smells like coconut. I love anything that smells like it's beachy to me, and this smells like coconutty, so I associate that with the beach. I don't know why, but I do. So now oh, I didn't tell you guys, I am gonna leave the lashes for last. I normally do that, so I'm just gonna go into the foundation. I chose these two because I didn't want a really matte foundation for this look. I chose the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation, and then this one I'm choosing is the Dior Star foundation. I don't think I've used this ever on my channel, so if you guys want a review on this, please let me know down below. I will do it for you. So first, let's go into the drugstore side. And I am going to be using my beauty blender, but I need to wet it. I'll be right back. And for the high-end side, I am going to be using my Real Technique sponge, and I know I just mixed them up. Like, I was supposed to use this on this side and this one on this side, but it's okay. I'm just going to use the Real Technique sponge for the high-end side. So I know these foundations are a little light for me because I am really tan, but I don't like to go in with a dark foundation on my face because I feel like it's going to oxidize even darker. So I am obviously going to bronze it up, but for right now, I know it looks pale. I know this is not my shade at all. So yeah, so now I'm going to go into the concealer, and we're going to go back in with that Milani Retouch and Erase. This one is in light on this side here, and then the Too Faced Born This Way on the other side. Then now going in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer on the high-end side. Okay guys, so this always happens to me. My battery always dies. I don't know what it is. Always. So now I really do like the Born This Way concealer. I'm not crazy about the Milani one. It's not one of my favorites, and I feel like I look ghostly on this camera, so I definitely need to put some color back into my face because I look like a freaking ghost right now. So for my drugstore side powder, I'm going to be using my Airspun powder, and then for the high end, I'm going to be using the Too Faced ones. I actually really like both of these. You know, the Airspun is way cheaper. You guys can get that so much cheaper for like $6-7 bucks. And I'm just gonna put the Too Faced one on my high end side. Oh, I feel like, oh my god, I feel like I'm so pale right now. This is like the weirdest thing to me. Okay, so now I'm just gonna do the Airspun on the other side. I love everything about the Airspun powder. I love the way it smells. I know some people don't like the smell to it because it smells like, I don't know, they say like it smells like an old lady powder, but I love that smell. Like, I love it. Now I'm even looking paler than before, so I'm just gonna take that powder and just dust it off. To set my face, I'm going to use this LA Girl Pro Face Powder for the drugstore side. And I am using a Morphe G7 brush. And I'm just going to set my face on this side. And then for the high-end side, I'm going in with the Benefit Hello Flawless Powder on this side of my face. And I'm going to use the same brush because there was really no powder on this brush. So I'm just going to use the same one. The shade I'm using in this one is Champagne. So I'm going to go in with this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This one is in Milk Chocolate. And I am taking my Morphe G8 brush. For the drugstore side, I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. bronzer and brush duo. This e.l.f. bronzer and blush duo, and I'm going to be using this here. I'm going to take a Real Technique sponge to apply it with. So So I really like my Too Faced bronzer, but I have to say I love the e.l.f. palette as well. It does have a blush in here too, so you do get the bronzer and the blush, which I really like. I feel like it's really good quality, and it just has like a nice natural bronze shade. I really like it. So now I'm gonna go into my blush, and for my drugstore side, I'm gonna be using this Milani blush in Romantic Rose, and then for the high-end side, I'm gonna be using this MAC blush, and this one is in Blush Baby. Really quickly, I just wanted to talk about my blush, and I love both of those blushes equally. They're both so pretty, and yeah, they're one of my favorites. For my highlight, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Precious Metals on this side, and then I'm going to go in with the Benefit Dandelion on this side. I think the Wet n Wild one definitely has a little bit more going on to it than the Dandelion one, so that's why I like that one. But the Dandelion one I do like because I feel like it is subtle, but it's still pretty. Now for my lips, I'm going to be taking Liar. This is from Urban Decay. This is one of my favorite shades in their collection. It's the 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil. And then I am taking the one closest to it is going to be, this one is the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner, and this one is in 03 Nude. So just in comparing both of them, I definitely feel like this one is more pigmented, the Urban Decay one. This is one of my favorites from the drugstore, but it's not as pigmented when I'm comparing it. So by itself, it's really pretty, but when I'm comparing the two, I definitely have to pick the Urban Decay one. So now for my lips, I'm going in with this Milani, and this one is the Amore Lip Cream, and this shade is in Adorable for the drugstore side. And then I'm going to go in with this Anastasia liquid lipstick, and this one is in Dusty Rose. I definitely don't think they're a perfect match in tone for each other. This one is definitely a nude mauve tone, and then this one is definitely a pink mauve tone. I really like the Milani one, but right away, and not for nothing, but the Anastasia ones are drying as crap. You guys know how drying these liquid lipsticks are. I'm not too crazy about them anymore, but the Milani one, if you guys could even see, that one is like coming, like, I don't know, it's getting like dried up and like crusty right here, and the Anastasia one is not doing that. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. So I definitely think this came out awesome because you definitely can't tell which side is drugstore and which side is high-end, and they both look really nice to me. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below if you guys haven't already, and I will see you guys on Wednesday with a new video. Thanks guys, see you soon, bye.